Hello students, today I am going to start with the new chapter, that is matrices from M1 12th standard. Actually in 11th standard you will learn about the different types of the matrices. In this chapter we are going to study about the three concepts. So first one is the elementary transformation, which deals with the row transformation and column transformation. The second concept, that is we have to find out the inverse of the matrix using the two methods, that is elementary transformation method, and the second one is the adjoint method. And the third concept, that is the application of matrices, which deals with the solution of simultaneous linear equation. And again we have to find out these solutions again by the two methods. The first one is the inversion method and second one is the reduction method, and this is all about the synopsis of this chapter. So today we will start with the elementary transformation, that is different elementary transformation, that is row transformation and column transformation, and the rules deals with this. So what is the elementary transformation? So in elementary transformation of a matrix there are 6 operations, that is 3 of which due to the row and the 3 of which that of the column. So how it can be takes place? So there are 3 ways or 3 methods. So first one, that is interchange of any 2 rows or any 2 columns. So in this type or by this rule or by this method we can exchange or we can interchange the 2 rows or columns, and so the original matrix transform into a new matrix, and it is symbolically denoted by this one, that is R1, and there is exchange between R1 and R2. So this is the symbol of exchange, or interchange. R1 interchange R2. Here also C1 interchange C2. So what is this R? R denotes that it is a row, and C denotes that it is a column. So that is first row and second row. Here also C1, that is first column, and C2 is second column. So for example, if we are given an example, that is A, matrix A is consist of 1 2 3 4. First row is 1 2. See here, so these are the rows. 1 2 is the first row, 3 4 it is the second row. Next 1 3 it is the first column, and 2 4 it is the second column. Now what change we are to want? That is R1 and R2, means there is a interchange between R1 and R2, means the elements in the R1 takes the place of the R2. So just we have to change these elements. So 3 4 will occupy the space of the 1 2. So 3 4 and 1 2, and here instead of writing the equal to sign we have to write down the equivalent. So how to read it? That is A equivalent to 3 4 1 2, and it is a new matrix. So see, A and this A, they are different from each other, it is a new matrix. Next one, the second one is, that is second method, that is multiplying the element of any row or column by a non-zero real number. So we can multiply any number or any element from a row or column by any non-zero number. So see the example. So if you are given A is a 0 2 3 4 matrix, so what we have to change, that is we have to change in R2. So what change we have to do? So we have to multiply all the elements of R2 by 4. So where is R2? So this one is R1 and R2. So we have to multiply all elements of R2 by 4. So 4 3s are 12 and 4 4s are 16, and we have to keep at it is, that is R1 we have to keep at it is. So for the next second example, now we see how the changes in column takes place. Again 1 2 3 4, we are taking the same example. Now the change is in C1. In first column we have to make a change. So C1, what change? So we have to take, that is 3 C1. So we have to multiply the elements of C1 by 3. So where is C1? That is 1 3 is the first column. We have to multiply these elements by 3. Remember that there will be no any change in C2. So we have to keep at it is these elements. So we have to write down the first, that is 2 4 is as it is. So 3 multiplied by 1, it is 3, and 3 3s are 9. So B equivalent to 3 2 9 4. So now the third method, that is multiplying all elements of any row or column by non-zero real number k and adding with the corresponding elements of any other row or column. Means here we have to multiply by any non-zero number with elements of row or column, and then we have to take the addition or subtraction. So A, if we are given A, that is 1, minus 2, 3 and 5, what changes we have to do? That is R1 plus 2R2. So we have to make the change in R1. So we have to write down it on the left side. Means जो भी changes हमें करने हैं वो R1 में करने हैं. So we have to write down it on the left side. R1 plus 2R2. So R1 we have to put as it is. So this is R1, here R1. So R1 we have to put it as it is, R1 plus 2 as it is, and we have to multiply it by the R2. So what is R2? That is 3. So we have to write down here 3. Now the second step, again we have to write down R1 as it is, that is minus 2 plus 2 as it is, and the value of R2 is 5. So these changes we will going to make in only R1, and so we have to keep R2 as it is, that is 3 and 5. So by solving this we get that is 7 and 8, that is 3 2s are 6 plus 1, that is 7. Here 5 2s are 10 minus 2, that is 8. So A equivalent to 7 8 3 5. And this is same for the column transformation. So using this pattern we can also solve it by the column transformation. So after this elementary transformation, the matrix obtained is said to be the equivalent to the original matrix. So using all these concepts, we are going to solve the exercise 2.1. It is very easy. So see here the first example. So apply the given elementary transformation on each of the following matrices. So these examples will be asked for 1 or 2 marks in your exam. So see the first example. A is equals to 1 0 minus 1 and 3. So what changes we have to do? That is, we have to interchange the elements between R1 and R2. So we have to write down it as it is. So by doing that is R1 and R2, that is exchanging the elements. So what we get? A equivalent to, just move the elements here. So minus 1 3 will in the first row and 1 0 in the second row. This is the end. Next one, second example, that is B, 1 minus 1 3 and 2 5 4. So we have to make the changes in R1. So R1 minus R2. ये जो भी changes हमें करने हैं वो R1 में करने हैं. So first we have to write down R2 as it is. So first we are going to write down the example as it is. So it gives, so write down R2 as it is, because there will be no any change in R2. So first write down R2, 2 5 4. Now we have to do that is R1 minus R2. So R1 minus R2. So 1 minus 2, what will you get? Minus 1. Again R1 minus R2, minus 1 minus 5 will get minus 6. Again 3 minus 4 will get here minus 1. So this is the answer. Now the next third example. A is equals to 5 4 1 3. And the changes we have to do, that is, we have to interchange the elements between C1 and C2. And similarly there will be one more matrix, that is 3 1 4 5, and the changes are R1 and R2, that is we have to interchange the elements between R1 and R2. And what do you observe? This is your question. Now see, A is 5 4 1 3. By changing this we will get, so you know how to change, that is we have to interchange the elements, that is C1 and C2. So the first column becomes 4 3 and the second one will be 5 1. Now see the B. So we have to write down the B as it is, 3 1 and 4 5. So by interchanging R1 and R2, so we have to write down 4 5 in the first row and 3 1 in the second row. Now observe this first and second. So we'll get that is 4 5 3 1, here also 4 5 3 1. So means from 1 and 2 we observe that the new matrices are the same. Now the next, that is example number 4. So you are given that is A 1 2 minus 1 0 1 3, and you have to do that is you have to multiply the C2 by 2, means second column by 2, and in the B matrix we have to multiply the first row by minus 3 and find the addition of the two new matrices. So we write here the first matrix A as it is. So what we have to do? So we have to multiply the second column by 2. So put as it is the first column and third column. So first write down the first column and third column. So 1 0 minus 1 3. So now we have to multiply the second column by 2. So 2 2s are 4 and 1 into 2, that is 2. So this is our new A matrix. Now the B is as it is, so we have to write down it as it is. Now what is the change we have to do? That is, we have to multiply the first row by minus 3. So put at it is the second row, we have to put it as it is. So second row is as it is, that is 2 4 5. Now multiply the first row by minus 3. We'll get 1 into 3, that 1 into minus 3, that is minus 3. So minus 3 into 0, that is 0. Minus 3 into 2, so we'll get here minus 6. Now we're going to add, that is first and second. So we have to take the addition of these two. So first we write this two matrices, in between there is a plus sign. So how to take the addition? So 1 minus 3, so we'll get minus 2. Again 4 plus 0, that is 4. Minus 1 plus minus 6, so we'll get here minus 7. 0 plus 2, so 2. 2 plus 4, so answer is 6. And 3 plus 5, it is 8. So this is the answer. Now the question number 5. See, the example is A, you are given, that is 1 minus 1 3 and 2 1 0 3 3 1, and the changes are 3 R 3, and then we have to make the changes, that is C3 plus 2 C2. So first we are going to write down the matrix as it is. So by doing 3 R3 means we have to multiply the elements in the third row by 3. So write down the elements in the first row and second row as it is. There is no any change. So now we have to multiply the third row by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, and 3 1s are 3. Now, so by doing C3 plus 2 C2, now these changes are only in the C3. So how to write down? So again, first and second column we have to write down as it is. So first column is 1 2 9, second column is minus 1 1 and 9. Now which are the changes in the third column? So C3, so C3 we have to write down as it is. So C3 is 303 303 plus 2, so we have to write down 2 all here. And now C2, so what is C2? Minus 1, next 1, and then 9. And now we have to solve this, and by solving we get it is 1 2 and 21. So this is the answer. Now we are going to solve the question number 6. So question number 6 is 1 minus 1 3, 2 1 0 and 3 3 1. This is the matrix A you are given, and we have to do the changes in C3, that is C3 plus twice C2 I have to do, and then multiplying the third row by 3. So what do you conclude from example number 5 and example number 6? So this is example number 5 and this is example number 6. So we write the first A matrix as it is. So we have to make the changes in C3, same that of this example. So we have to write down first column, second column as it is. So in C3, so we have to write down C3 as it is, that is 3 0 and 1. So 3 0 1 plus 2. So multiply, we have to multiply this C2 by 2. So we have to write down 2 as it is. Now write down C2, that is minus 1 1 3 minus 1 1 3. And by solving this we get, that is 1 2 and 7. Then after what we have to do, that is we have to multiply this third row by 3. So write down first row, second row as it is. So 1 minus 1 1 like this one. Second row, that is 2 1 2 2 1 2, and we have to multiply the third row by 3. So 3 3s are 9, again 3 3s are 9, and 7 3s are 21. So from question number 5 and 6, what we get, that is the matrix remains same by interchanging the order of the elementary transformations. So in both the examples the elementary transformations are same. Just see here, that is C3 plus twice C2. Here also C3 plus 2. So we changes the order. In this example we take first, that is 3 R3, and in this example, that is in example number 6, we take this R3 R3 in second step. So if we interchange the order of the elementary transformation, there will be no any change in the answer, means the matrix, that is the given matrix, are commutative. So what is the answer? That means there is no any change if we change the order, so we see the property of commutative. Now next, the question number 7. So use the suitable transformation on 1, 2, 3, 4 to convert it into the upper triangular matrix. So in 11th standard we already learned about the different types of the matrix. So what is the upper triangular matrix? So every element below the diagonal is 0. So what is the diagonal? So see here, 1, 4, these elements are on the diagonal. So the elements below the diagonal, if they are 0, then it is upper triangular matrix, and if the elements above the diagonal are 0, then it is called as the lower triangular matrix. So in this example we have to show, we have to convert it into the upper triangular matrix. So what we have to do? So here we have to make, that is this 3 becomes 0. So we have to make a changes such that this 3 will become a 0. So what we have to do? So we make the changes in R2. So what changes? So R2 minus 3R1. So R1 write down as it is, that is 1, 2, and R2. So what is R2? 3 minus 3R1, that is 3 into R1, that is 1. So 1 into 3, that is 3. 3 minus 3, it is 0. Again R2 is 4 minus 3R1. So 3 into 2, that is 6. So 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. And here we see that is this is a diagonal 1 minus 2, and the element below this diagonal is 0. So it is a upper triangular matrix. Now the next example, that is example number 8. So convert, that is 1 minus 1 and 2, 3 into the identity matrix. So by suitable row transformation. You are given that you have to use only row transformation. So you could not use the column transformation. So first, what is the meaning of identity matrix? So identity matrix means non-diagonal elements join. Means see like this one, that is these are the non-diagonal elements are means 1 minus 2. So these are the diagonal elements. So elements except this diagonal element, that is 2, 0. So these elements should be 0 and the diagonal elements must be 1. Then it is called as the identity matrix. Here the definition, that is it is a square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are 1. So A is 1 minus 1 and 2, 3. So we are going to make a change in R2. So R2 minus 2R1. So 1 minus 1 as it is. So there is a change in R2. So R2 minus 2R1. So 2 minus 1 into 2, that is 2. That is will we get 0. Here 3 minus 2. So we will get here 5. That is 3 plus 2, that is 5. So again we are applying the next operation, that is we have to multiply the R2 by 1 by 5. So that we will get here 1. So A equivalent to 1 minus 1 as it is. Again there is a change in only R2. So if we multiply this 1 by 5 to 0, we will get 0. So 5 into 1 by 5, so we will get here 1. Again here we have to make a 0. So again there is a change in R1. So R1 plus R2 we have to do. So R1 plus R2. So we will get here 1 plus 0, that is 1. And minus 1 plus 1, it becomes 0. And R2 is as it is, that is 0 and 1. Since the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are 1, it is a identity matrix. And the last example from the exercise 2.1, that is transform 1 minus 1 2, 2 1 3 and 3 2 4 into a upper triangular matrix by row transformation. So you have to do the row transformation. So again we have to make it into the upper triangular matrix. So what is the upper triangular matrix? So see the diagonal elements 1 1 4, it is a, so these are the diagonal elements. So you want here, that is upper triangular matrix. So the elements below the diagonals must be 0. So you have to make here, that is this position, that is 2 3 2, here we have to make a 0. So your answer must be, so I give you the answer, that is 1 minus, means after solving this by row transformation you will get the answer, that is 1 minus 1 2 0 3 minus 1 and 0 0 minus 1 by 3. So check your answer by solving this. So this is all about the exercise 2.1, and the next concept we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.